is the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Vikings and the Saints, and it's coming up next.
I got a break some real quick. You come get
EA
me
Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game.
I'm tired of this, though.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick back in 2018 from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
He do what he want. He do what he want to do. That's what he told me. He said he's a man.
When you throw for over 5,000
he said,
yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there. First down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. On the option to give to Swift here. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DeAndre Swift. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings will strike first here in this wild card matchup. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading them out, the 2nd-year man from Alabama, Mac Jones. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Jones. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing Jones. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Jones looking long for Thomas. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Deontay Hardy back deep. This is fielded at the 7. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we got no shot. You got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Allen. Then he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You get down in this area of the field, you know you're going to get a heavy dose of number 22. They stopped him for a short game there, but can they do it a couple more times?
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the run.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the 1st half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Jones. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Hardy set to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Allen. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing. It
is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Allen off the play fake. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. He finds Wilson. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. A misconnection there. He's had just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be about
a breakaway from Michael Thomas. Try. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 65 yards. And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Vikings going to take over now late in this 1st half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this. Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board
if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Got a man here. It's Wilson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen now looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
He's got Hurst as tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! Garrett Wilson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw again. On the screen, complete to Spiller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the second of our triple header here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And it is the Atlanta Falcons who will continue on as they eliminate the Chicago Bears. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Saints, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms to find out who advances to the divisional round. Let's get you back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now Jones on third down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It got his man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Allen gonna throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
Allen now on first down. That's complete to Tony. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Allen. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. A 10-play drive that time, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They'll run for it with Spiller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year, and look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Jones. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They'll try and run for it with Spiller. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Throwing Jones. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, The coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Jones now to throw on third down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Here's Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a let.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Keith Smith, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Back to throw. Allen. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they'll indeed take a knee. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that being a
chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous.